Hello everybody, this is DreamBoy101, and I might be wondering if is it the Mickey Mouse Curse Poltergeist premiere video released? Well, yes, it is released. And for those of you who don't know, wasn't this supposed to be released on September 1st? Well, about that, it was supposed to be released, but mainly because they're supposed to get the footage from the cameras during the premiere, and I had to make the video, and the fact that it took me about 5 days to make the video, and the fact that it took me about 5 days to make the video. Yeah, took 5 days to make this video, mainly because like due to things like voicing the characters, stuff. This is a lot of work for doing a short video. First, you had to shoot the video and the layout, then upload them to the computer, paint the pictures, do the voice acting, and then finally finish it. So I think it took me about 5 days to make it. I guess maybe it would took about 5 days if I would make another Mickey Mouse short, maybe in the future. But anyways, it's now finally released, and yes, Lisa, the girl who played the Bikini girl from, well, the movie part. And yes, there was some spoilers, and yeah, this movie does contain, this premiere video does contain spoilers about characters that would be revealed in the movie, or later parts of the film. But I'm not gonna spoil too. But I'm not gonna say about the characters. But I'm not gonna say about the characters, since the only characters that are introduced are like Lisa and myself. Yes, that's right. I play as that dude from the beach who got icicled, like. Yeah, like that. So, and yeah, Lisa's still embarrassed, and since that scene, she said she would never do that again in front of Dream101, since she is one of Dream101's fans out there, if anybody's who is a fan. And besides, if Dad would be able to be watching this, I'm not looking at girls in bikini. And besides, my dad mocks me every time when if Dad would think of looking at girls in bikini, but I'm not. If those of you who are girls in bikini, I'm not interested in that. Just a regular person. Some people who do not like bacon. But anyways, it's not just the announcement video that is. It's not just the premiere video that I'm gonna say about. The other thing I want to mention is the distribution during ToonTown and YouTube. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, back on the 29th of actually, I've been thinking that, for those of you watching, is it the 29th? Why is it say the date? And for those of you asking, yes, I did set the date wrong again. Yeah, sometimes when I'm making dates, I sometimes forget. What do you expect? I'm full of what do you expect? I'm autistic. Some people make mistakes, right? But I think maybe I'll probably do that in the special edition, maybe sometime later. Whatever that is. About the distribution. You see, back on October 30th, when I first released the theaters, my mom and dad were asking, what did I release on? Did I release it on YouTube? And I already said that I released it on YouTube before for the movie. Yeah, that's kind of like I did with Mickey Mouse and the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Even though I did got the date wrong the last time in this month. Whatever, my mistake. Yeah, I said that twice. But anyways, when they first saw the video, they were a bit mixed. Some like that part where the girl gets eaten by the creature. What I said, even though she was supposed to be drowned, and this was taken from the novel and the movie of where the shark eats Christina. Chrissy Walken from Jaws. And the second one is that they say they didn't really like the part because in the opening it featured like my intro and the Disney and Universal intro. Now the reason why, and my mom and dad said that the reason why mom and dad want me to take this off of YouTube because for those of you who are YouTubers, and YouTube members, I think that maybe you or maybe YouTube might remove it because mainly because due to copyrights of the Universal logo and the YouTube and the S.H.P.A.S and the Disney logo. But if it's YouTube who is watching this, if you're really gonna if you think you're gonna take it off, I'm not sure if you're gonna take it off or just leave it there. If there's some YouTube videos who have the Disney logo and if it's copyrighted, I'm not sure if you would like to remove them or if it's that. I don't know. I don't know. My mom and dad had this conversation. I don't know if we don't know if YouTube would remove it or not. But since that conversation, I have so much deep in thought that night on September 1st, and I decided that there should be a distribution channel that would like a distribution company that would distribute the YouTube movies. And to top it all off, and when I thought of the idea, I was so confused because I didn't really know if I would put them right now or just re-edited them. I just put them on YouTube. I thought it would be exciting, but I didn't expect Mom to have the reaction that I would be expecting. But if you guys are from DeviantArt, I had released for those of you who are, I have released a DeviantArt. I have released a DeviantArt picture called Disney YouTube, and do you think it might be? And it said distribution, YouTube distribution, and yes, I think I would say to Disney and ToonTown Film Productions that announcing that from now on, many of my movies who are going to be released onto YouTube would be distributed by YouTube, Disney, YouTube, MGM YouTube, or YouTube Universal. Yeah, those are the ones who would distribute something that's Disney, MGM, or Universal related. And speaking of DeviantArt, you might be asking, what about the DeviantArt one? Well, guess what? On September 1st, after I released it to the channel, on September 2nd, I finally uploaded my first ever DeviantArt account. Now, for those of you who don't know who DeviantArt is, it's an internet website where you can put any art you want, like either Photoshop, camera, painting of something from a movie, whatever it is. And I already had looked up some comic books like like Count Mookie Draggle or Driggle, whatever that name is, and even Epic Mickey's Oswald story. Now some of you might be wondering, what? Now some of you might be wondering, you have a DeviantArt account? Well, congratulations. Yeah, and also some of you may have seen some of the pics, like the Mickey Mouse, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon poster, and the first one, Mickey Mouse and the Curse of the Poltergeist poster, and the classic Mickey Mouse shorts opening title card, and closing card. And there was a Pokemon edit that I released it now on DeviantArt. So if you guys want to check it out, it's in the description down. It's in the description down below. And yes. So, and you might be wondering, since YouTube copyrighted, what are you gonna do with your distribution? Well, for YouTube, I'm gonna set for Disney first, and then later on, I'm just gonna edit the first part, part 1, and the first parts of Mickey Mouse, the Poltergeist, and Mickey Mouse and the Creature from the Black Lagoon, since Mom and Dad told me to, like, to figure out a distribution for that, because they say that YouTube is the one who produced the movie, who uploaded and produced it to the world, not Disney or MGM, because Disney and MGM is the one who produced Mickey Mouse's Poltergeist, and Universal and Disney itself who produced it, the ones in ToonTown. So if I'm gonna produce like if I produce any of them on YouTube, if I'm producing like a full movie, like maybe Mickey Mouse and the Creature from the Black, like producing Mickey Mouse and Mickey Mouse full movies, maybe someday I can include the original openings that were there. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is really complicated because I have so much choice and thought, and I don't know if I would do that or not. But if I decide to change my mind to do that, then the show will go on. And that's apparently about it. If you want, you can comment down here if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, and if you like to see more pics on my, see more pictures or paintings, you can click on DeviantArt. You can click on the same link down in the description below. And until then, this is Dreamboy 101 signing off.